Hey YouTube, it's TheEricVolpe, and it's time to get dangerous with our Pokemon Black and White Wi-Fi battle. This Wi-Fi battle is against someone off some... it's actually off the Quid chat. It's a really good place. If you don't know it, Google Magic, because I suck at putting links for some reason. I don't know why. But, yeah. So this is a U match, as you can tell by the little screen here. And I thought I'd do something that I've seen other people do before. I've never really done this before. Because people are always like, you're not that good of a battler, but I love your narrations. I'm like, well, why don't you think I'm a good battler? Because I lost? Or because I won with a high score? I don't know. So, yeah, I've heard that before. So I thought maybe I'd justify. I know a little bit about the game. So, looking at his team, I noticed the first thing. First thing that caught my eye right away was Machamp. And I'm like, wait, this guy now at least knows something? I know for a fact that Machamp was a very recent change down to UU. I love it. I just have to make a team based around him. But, you know, at least now I know the person's trying out something new. And it's going to be really interesting to see how Machamp does against my team, considering I did not technically prepare for it. Even though I do have two resistance in the forms of Nidoking and Cresselia. So that's not worried. That's a check off. And I see Saddlebot. Luckily, I had friends who used it back when it was announced, so I was used to it. So I was like, okay, what's this thing can do to me? It can will-o-wisp me, it can taunt. I can play around it. That's not hard. To be honest, the thing that gave me the really biggest fear was Donphan. That's because I noticed his team was very frail. So, except for Donphan. I was thinking, okay, well, once Donphan's gone, you know, Daruma can really just wreck shop. And if Daruma goes down, if Zoroark's down and Machamp's down, I can and Sableye down, I can take out the other three with Zoroark. So I was like, okay, so he has a nice little defensive core in a sense and resists. But once I take out one or two pokes, the game will be mine as long as I play my pokes right and conservative. Okay, so let's just get to the match. So yeah, let's just get started with the battle. Okay, if it sounds weird, it's because I did the battle analysis first, then I played the battle. So, okay, I read Ladon, he reads with Saddlebite, and I'm like, alright, first thing I'm going to do, Stone Edge him! Because, well, he's going to taunt me. It's an obvious taunt. So, I'm going to use Rhydon's massive attack stat just to get off a free Stone Edge right off the bat. And now alright, he's going to switch, so let's keep predicting an Earthquake! Because I'm smart! And, yeah, this is actually one of the first battles I've had in a while. I haven't been taking much battles. I've had school, skateboarding, becoming an IT, etc., etc. So now I know he's either going to go for Stealth Rocks, or he's going to go for the Earthquake, or just something. He's going to go for something. I'm like, alright, Cresselia can deal with this the best. I know for a fact he's probably going to go back out into Saddlebite, and I just go off T-Wave because Donphan really can't do anything with Cresselia, and Cresselia has that decent special attack stack that can easily wither it down. Also, he probably wants his Rapid Spam for a later game because he has that Alomoga, who is 25% weak to Rock. So I do go in now. He was probably going for the taunt, so I can set Reflect or anything. So I'm thinking the Paralyze didn't matter. He does hit the Will-O-Wisp here, which, personally speaking, you get the 25% chance to miss and the 30% chance to be hacked. Be happy. So I do go for the Earthquake because it is the same power as Stone Edge. Also, in case he wants to switch, he gets paralyzed again. I really don't see what he could have gone for other than maybe Recover. And to be honest, if he was going for Recover, he was just beating the dead horse. Because after that Recover, I would have gone for Stone Edge. It would have been a matter of time before he got paralyzed enough for me to kill him, or I get the, you know, whole nice little crit. So, seeing the Glaceon come in and know I'm evil, I'm like, maybe I can take it next to effective attack. And I just go for the easy Stealth Rocks, because he does have that Alomoga, he does have Glaceon in case he wants to switch in, and I see Nasty Flat, and I'm like, wait, what? That's a Zoroark? Is it, like, I didn't want to check Smoking, because it's like Glaceon, and I'm like, alright, now it's definitely Zoroark. So I'm going to very much say that Earthquake that Stone Edge miss did matter. If I had realized it was a Zoroark before, I could have played it better, but I had no real way of knowing. So now I go into Darmanitan, I go for the U-turn. I don't want to rack up Rock's damage, but I gotta do this. I gotta play it right. And I'm like, okay, so he's gonna go for the Night Days. So I'm gonna go with my Zoroark, who resists the hit. And this does way too much. And by way too much, I mean it kills. And that kind of, and I was like, what? I was like, I thought I could take a resisted on night days. And I'm like, yeah, it's Life Orb, but still, come on. So I go back on the Hihiruma. Again, I'm taking that rock damage, but now I'm like, alright, you know what? I know I wanted to save Hihiruma, but something fuck shit up. And hit it with all of that. With that Flare Blitz, what's good? Okay? This is a Scarf Hihiruma. I like it. I know it's not that good considering all the bulky wires and Yu, but this is my OU Darmanitan. I just took it for the ride because Staraptor is not allowed anymore. So yeah, thinking about Staraptor would have done just as well in this situation. They pretty much do all the same thing except the Brave Bird's less resisted, and Staraptor in my opinion has some nicer coverage. So he goes on Olomoga knowing that it really can't do much because of all its weaknesses to Stealth Rocks. And the fact that it's going to do anything, it's going to keep switching in and out with Volt Switch. So he just fires it off to take the recoil, and I lose my Hihiruma. So now he goes out into Shiva, and I'm like, alright, let's just look at the damage. I'm like, oh, well, one, did you take Rocks damage? I don't even know. My Camtasia's lagging. Alright, there we go. So, I bring in Shaman, I'm like, whoa, I'm faster? And it's like, yeah, you're faster. I'm like, how? Zoroark has a base 105 speed stat. I'm like, it must have been modest then. Must be a modest Zoroark. And now he goes out in his Glaceon. I'm like, you know what? Shaman's pretty quick, and Glaceon's not that bulky. Leftovers, you know, and all that stuff. I can do a pretty good amount with Seed Flare. And I do get the Spadef drop. Yes, I'm calling it Spadef drop. It's cool, man. It's cool. If all the cool kids are doing it, you know it's cool. Yeah. Now I'm kind of like, alright, I'm going to be the dick who, you know, tries to sub up on an already good situation. But now I see that, I'm like, alright, he's just going to fire off Ice Beams. There's no way I could really capitalize on this and make the game easier for me. But now I believe I do the douchebag thing. Do I? No. He goes for Protect, and I'm like, dude, come on. You're just wasting time. You already have this Spadef drop. I would have understood if you went to Machamp on the predicted Seed Flare so you could give him the wish, but now you're just beating the dead horse. And by dead horse, I mean your dead Glaceon. That's I don't like that, but some people just do it. So he goes into Machamp, and now seeing the situation is pretty much my game. Him with Seed Flare, looking at the damage, he's obviously max HP, and I'm like, well, I got game, but maybe Shaman can hack him a little? Go weaker, super effective Air Slash? And it hits, and it flinches. So that's my game. It was kind of hacksy, but, you know, nothing major. I mean, that Celebi might have just given me an extra turn of issues, but nothing really major. If this person gave me his YouTube, I would have told you guys his name, but he did not, so I shall not. So yeah, sorry I'm not posting that much. I have school and all that. You really can't blame me. Oh, wait, his Glaceon's supposed to die. Well, I'll just finish wrapping it up. Sorry, Glaceon. You named after a Final Fantasy X character, but still, you kind of, yeah, you just died. You just annoyed me. So, Shaman for the clutch, Shaman for the win. Shaman is awesome, favorite grass type. I will catch you guys later. Until then, peace.